Hello, I'm Anna Raimondi, coming to you from the Angel Cooperative in Ridgefield, Connecticut. Welcome to this episode of Talking to the Dead in Suburbia. I'm so happy to welcome our guest today, Karen Salicath Jamali. Karen is an award-winning composer, pianist, and artist born in Denmark and living in the U.S. She has performed solo at Carnegie Hall, Weil Recital Hall, and Zankel Hall. Her music career was born out of a near-death experience. Her experience took her from not playing the piano to playing spiritual meditative music. As a painter, Karen has received many awards from the international art community, including an Oscar Award in art. It is her hope that her work speak to the soul and entices the viewer to see beyond the mere physicality of a piece to a deeper level of personal understanding and emotional meaning. As a sculptor, Karen works in bronze and glass, drawing on the human figure that speaks to us all. Welcome, Karen. I'm so happy to have you here. You're so
Thank you.
accomplished.
Thank you, Anna. I'm
Wonderful.
very pleased you asked me to come.
Where I'm thrilled to have you. So you had a near-death experience that inspired you to play the piano. Can you tell me what happened? Tell everybody what this near-death experience was about, how old you are, and that sort of thing.
Yeah, you know, I've always been an artist all my life, in making sculptures and paintings and photography and many things professional. And then in 2012, I had an accident where I fell down some stairs in my home in the middle of the night, trying to reach out a children book for my son, who we had just arrived with jet lag. And I passed out. And I flew out of my body. And I was out in the universe with my angel behind me. And I was a little like a sand dust. And I saw the whole dark universe. It was like being in the consciousness of the being, of God, or whatever you call Om, or many people have many names for God, but it is one of the same. And I was out there and I saw the light in front of me, and I saw Jesus standing there and lighting up, and I saw all the glorious love and light there was. I cannot even express how it was. It was just, I was just wanted to go there. And so I saw the people I knew, so some people I knew behind standing winking to me. Oh, and I'm longing to go there, but my angel stopped me and said, "It's not your time yet, Karen. But turn around and listen." And then I was listening to all the stars in the universe. I saw them like beings like you and me, and they are alive, and they are consciousness, and they're singing to each other like a whole orchestra out in the universe, like ding, dong, dong, ding. They answer each other, they're speaking to each other, and that way they hold the balance in the whole universe with sound. We think it's like, what do you call, in our science, that the balance is about rotation, right? The physical law where you drop a ball, it's falling down on Earth, right? But there's much more to that than we know right now, and that is sound, who literally hold the universe together, like light hold the universe together. And that I heard all that with my angel behind me, and was amazing. And then I was told things, and I want to say one thing. I was told as a message to everybody here on earth that is the only thing that exists is love and enjoyment. Nothing else exists. And it's the only thing that matters. And why you were placed here on earth is to spread this love and light. That is why you are here, and that is your job, whatever you're doing. So, and then I was told about time, that there isn't any time. Everything is timeless. Everything just is out. Where we are, where our being are, just is. It never stopped. It just is. We are And it's first when we enter into Earth, the time starts. And that our life on Earth is like a split of a second. It's so quick. So you really have to do your job good and spread your life, because the worst thing that ever could happen is that you're coming back home in the light and the love, and you have missed out your gift you were given here on being on Earth. So then my angel says time, and then I flew back like a jet through Earth, and Earth has many layers, just like we have many auras around us, and I flew down every single one of them like a Speedy Gonzales. So then I ended up bang. But before that, I saw the Earth, I saw the layers, and I saw the Earth, I saw the people, and I saw how each of us is connected with a silver thread up to the light. That is our soul connection. We're all walking around with it, but there is some around us who is not. Anyway, so I waked up with a splash on the floor there, on the bottom of the stairs. I had passed out here and waked up down there. And then it hurt. By the way, everybody should know, it do not hurt to die. Not at all, not one single. It do not hurt to die, so never be afraid of that. Anyway, so I waked up, then it hurt. And it took me 3 years to come back. The first year I couldn't take light and sound, and I was difficult with speaking, and I could only speak with one person at the time. Second year I was able to be up 10 minutes more every month, and slowly I came back. But after the third year, and of course I was in the hospital and all that, but after third year up to Christmas, I began to hear this music coming in my mind all the time, especially in the night. And I thought, now I'm going cooks. I said, what's going on? So then I said, just like with my painting and with my sculptures, I know I have to get it out of me. So I began to play on my little son's piano. I had bought, even I have never played piano. And then I could suddenly play piano. And I played these things I hear. So, and then I began to record it. And since then I have made 7 CDs, albums, and got a lot of awards for composing and for pianist performance. And I have played in Carnegie Hall 7 times. So everything have just changed around
That's
music.
beautiful. We've had on a number of people on this podcast who have had near-death experiences, and it's really interesting because Dr. Eben Alexander went from his near-death experience also using sound now, not the way you're doing it, but he's using sound to help in meditation. We're all connected by sound and music. It's the universal language. So that's absolutely beautiful. And how did this translate into your art? Did it change how you are as an artist, as a painter or a sculptor?
The way I've been more aware, also as you say, we are all connected. Everybody is connected. We are just a part of a wholeness. So that was what I also saw out there, and that's really difficult for many to understand what that is, we are. And that is why sound also work on everybody, because it go into our being. But how it is connected to how I do art now, as I'm more aware about being consciousness, where the art is coming from, because art it's just a question of connecting to it. So honest you can, and put your ego away, because then you have a clear channel to get it out of you. So, and also there is specific pattern who is already laid out in the universe and in the nature. You can see how a flower grows, or you can see how the river is running, and you can see, yeah, how the whole nature is growing. There's different pattern, different structures you have to work with. This is the way the universe we are living in is created. And especially in music, this is coming true, but also in my painting and sculpture. So working with the force of energy that already are created. Never work against it. Work with it. Flow with it. That is the thing.
And when you sculpt, you sculpt people who don't have faces. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And why do you do that?
This is it's a kind of universal language, our body language. Everybody can understand it. It doesn't matter where we come from, what we believe in. We all understand body language. And so my sculpture could be anybody. You can put yourself into that sculpture and understand the meaning of it. If I put a face on it, it's suddenly a portrait. It's a specific person. So that is why I believe I do that.
So it's like the universal person, correct?
Yeah. But when I make my sculpture, I get a picture in my head of the sculpture. It's not, and then I know this is the way I need to do it. I'm not sitting and thinking this. It is when I look at my sculpture back, I understand now why I'm doing it. But
And where does that inspiration come from? Is it from your soul? Is it from God? Where is it coming from, the inspiration for what you create, whether it's music or art?
Yeah, that is from the universe. I'm simply told how to do. In the music, I hear the tones and I play them the way they come, and I record them in that minute. And that is the way I compose the music. And the same I do with my art. It's just coming, and it is not like I'm sitting and thinking, oh, what should we do that, or should we do that? No, it's just coming straight, and that is the way it is. And then afterward, and I'm not recorded right away. And then afterward, I can always find the notes and the tone. I don't read notes. I don't read the score, but I can hear it and then play it again. Eh? So that is the way I compose.
Oh, that's so wonderful. You know, a lot of artists, they have subjects they like to paint, like angels, Madonnas, ballerinas. Do you like to paint a certain subject?
I love to paint angels. Angels come again and again in my art. So I love the angels. Yeah, since the start of my life, I love angels.
Where can people see your art? Are you in a gallery? Are you online? Where can they see it? Where
Yeah,
can
we have a gallery in New York and Soho, Jamali Gallery, and also in Fort Lauderdale and in Orlando, also Jamali Gallery. And then I'm online on my website, kjamali.com, and there's also my music in there.
What inspired you to compose Capella of the Universe?
Yeah, I hear it in the night, the music, and then I wake up very, very early in the morning and play it. But this capella is, I feel, this is very optimistic. We all need optimism right now. We need light and we need happiness for coming through this, what the world is right now. And that is what I see are coming through in this capella, and that we all are united. And yeah, I believe it's that. But the way the music come, I hear it and I wake up really early and I play it. So yeah, I'm not the creator. I'm just doing what I was told.
You hear the stories of the music? Does it come through to you almost like with a story, or just the music itself and you just kind of let it flow and come out?
It just coming to me and flow out. But when I hear it, I understand what it wants. I can analyze it. It's like there is some how do I explain that? There is some codes in the music. I can't explain it more than that. But this is energy. Sound is energy, music energy, and that is what there is with all my art. It's around energy. I express specific kind of energy. It can be optimistic energy, it can be sorry, it can be compassion, and it can be love. And these different kind of energy I put in my art, or even it is music, or it is sculpture, or it is painting. I do not try to explain something. It's not what I'm doing in my life. I'm putting specific energy in each piece of art, in each area.
So is the energy you're putting in connected to the vibration of divinity?
Yeah, definitely. It's coming from there.
And you talk about an event horizon on your website. What is an event horizon?
Event horizon is a place in the universe where our law, physical law, we understand, stop. And some other laws begin. We do not have to discover yet. And I think that is very, very interesting, because we go here and think we know everything, right? But suddenly out there's things, our laws totally don't work with our physical laws. So I love the universe and I love to paint the universe. So that is what I'm doing there.
Well, that's beautiful. I think a lot of what you're saying, um, everybody can relate to. I mean, I say over and over again as a medium, I hear over and over again, all that exists is love. That's it. We are made from love. We connect through love. We're all connected together. But, talk is cheap. Then what do we do about it? And you're bringing music in to connect millions of people through that divine energy, which is absolutely beautiful. Like when I listen to music, I see images. Okay. Like I can see pictures to music. I'm not an artist.
Yeah,
Not at all. I can barely draw stick figures. I see visions of things because I'm very visual. I'm one of those people who can sit in a concert, close my eyes, see visions, and can be moved to tears. It's quite beautiful. And so I commend you on what you're doing. I think it's fascinating that you weren't able to play the piano and then you played the piano. I mean, I guess I'm a little envious of all these NDEs that people are having because I haven't had one. I guess I should be happy because I didn't wind up in a hospital or anything. But it's the thread that seems to come through every NDE that of people we've had on this podcast or things that I've read is the light, the feeling of not wanting to come back, and the sound. Everybody talks about the sound. Some people talk about the stars singing. I mean, what a beautiful thing to be in the presence of stars making music. I can't imagine. And so what you've experienced is extraordinary. Do people, when they listen to your music, do you think they understand what they're listening to? Do you preface it? Do you tell them this, or you just let them be touched by it?
No, I just let them be touched by it. And I get so many reference back how they touch the people and how they meditate and how they cry and how they did. Oh, it's so beautiful as how they're touching people. So I'm amazed.
Yeah.
It's really touching.
When did you begin painting? Were you a little girl when you began painting?
Yeah. I coming from an artist family. Yeah, I've done that my whole life. But I began to live up with when I was 16, professional, and then I was on the Royal Academy of School of Art, School of Design in Denmark. So I went there with a master for 5 years. But already when I was in school, I was living off my art. So, but I always wanted to be a musician. So this is very funny that the music, I played classical guitar when I was little, little girl, and wanted to be a musician, but somehow I ended up being an artist. So it's
Well, now
funny
you're both.
coming back like this.
How did your family deal with your near-death experience and then you emerging as this wonderful musician?
They don't really understand this. Yeah, no. I live here in US alone with my family here, but my Danish family are in Denmark. So this is not things you speak about in Denmark so much.
Well, that's too bad.
Yeah.
But they will start. They will
Yeah.
start. There's always that trickle effect. It has to start somewhere,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Is your husband also an artist or are you the artist in the
Yeah.
family?
He's a huge artist. Yeah. Jamali. And he's one of the biggest here in the United States.
And what does he paint?
He paint. It is mystical art, mystical expressionism. It's called. He called his own style, and he is called the new Picasso. So he has created more art than any artist ever on this earth. So it's totally wild the way he he can create. He's like
Well,
a
what's so interesting, I mean, obviously you were brought together,
yeah
so because you're both working from this wonderful spiritual place that people may not understand consciously, but they understand on a soul level.
yeah
I mean, looking at your art online and your husband's art online, I mean, it's absolutely beautiful and so touching,
thank you
so touching. Um, Someday I will be able to see some of it in person. But
yeah,
it is absolutely beautiful. So
thank you.
when is your next concert? What is next
That
on the
will be
horizon?
Yeah, Carnegie Hall is still closed, so they first open up next year. So it will be May next year in the huge Carnegie Hall, the big one, uh, Stearns Auditorium. So that I look very much forward to. And it's also very challenging to play in Carnegie Hall for the first time ever. Imagine that. These 7 concerts have been my first ever, and then starting there. Do you think I was nervous?
Oh,
Oh,
what an
but it
accomplishment.
worked.
Yeah, it does work, right? But you don't walk alone, right?
No,
You have a host of angels around you.
yeah, it
So,
worked.
and this is what, I tell people all the time, when you're on your path and you know what you're doing is because you're graced by God to do it, you can move out of that fear
Yeah,
because you know you're not alone.
yeah, it's true. I am not.
That's
I
wonderful.
agree.
And where can people hear your music?
They
Where
can go. I am on all the online portal, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, and then on my website, um, kjamali.com and kjamalimusic.com. I'm there. So yeah, I'm on all online platform. So
are your children also artistic?
yes, my daughter, she made film. My son is doing everything. So they are all artists. Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah, he
wonderful.
already painted 100 paintings. He is amazing.
Whose painting is that next to you?
This is mine.
Can you show us that?
Yes, I can. I have a big computer here. It's hard to see.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
we can't really see it.
Yeah. So,
The
but,
colors are pretty though.
mhm. But now it has been a tough year for artists, this COVID year. But now it begin to,
It'll all open up.
yeah, it will begin to open up now again.
Yeah.
Especially New
But the
York.
good news is when there was nothing to do, what you
Yeah,
could
you
do is
create.
create,
Yeah.
you know? When you're not running all over the place, it's like the universe said, okay, what's important? And now you can create. Give
Yeah.
yourself the opportunity to create.
Yeah. So I made a new album that called Sound of Angel. I made it in cooperation with a label called Orpheus Classical, who are working with new new classic music, new composers. That's happening so much with new classical music. We think the classical music was only 300-400 years back, right?
Mhm.
But there's still new thing coming up.
Well, that's what we need. We need the
Yeah,
new,
right.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
Because we're new, we're evolving, we're all at a different level, in our place as souls evolving, people evolving. We have this whole new generation behind us that is open to all of this as well.
yeah,
So I have high hopes
yeah.
for the world as we
Yes,
open up, and
yeah.
people like you coming forward to help heal us in every which way. So thank you so much for coming on today. Um,
Thank you for that.
you are wonderful. I hope everybody goes to her website and maybe catch her in concert next year, because she truly is a fascinating, wonderful woman who is doing this from a place of pure divinity. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, please like, share, and comment. And be sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. Thank you so much, Karen.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you so much.